I'm going to talk a little bit about Paul George and how much he's meant to this organization. He's been a part of 7 years. We wish him the best. Some great plays over the last 7 years. And like I said earlier, that personally and professionally it's tough. But at the end of the day, we have to move on. And the way I look at it, it's a little bit like a rebirth. And so we're turning the page, and we wish him the best. And that's not a cliche. We really, really wish him the best. He'll have a great year in Oklahoma City, and then who knows where he goes. But we're excited about our future. We're excited about the trade. We'd like to introduce Victor, Domas, and Darren. And we feel like they're really part of what we're about going forward. They're all about the team. They're going to compete every single night. And I think the biggest thing that we know about the trade in its singularity is this, is we got two players who are lottery players who were part of a 47-win team, and they started. And so there's been a lot of speculation that we want to go back and really start over, and that's not the case. We went after these guys. We identified these two as players we felt great about and that we wanted to be a part of this program.
No one knew how this would play out, and to have the opportunity to bring in some young talent as well as some experience with Darren coming in. I thought it worked out well for us. We add to our roster speed. The league has gone to a faster pace. We feel that we add that to our roster with Oladipo and Darren in the backcourt. Versatility as far as your big, being able to play two positions. We feel we get that in Sabonis. And these are young guys that has a lot of potential.
I think the way we approached this was a little different in that we had written up what we wanted. We didn't want to be in a situation where we were just taking calls and people trying to come at us. So we were very proactive on what we wanted. And we had identified these two guys as that balance between being lottery picks, but not the pure rookies. So Domas coming off a rookie season, starting on that team that won 47 games. And Victor, who's had success, has been in his second contract, but he's still growing. At his age, we can still grow with these guys. What we didn't want to get in a situation was where we were capped out financially, but also with the growth of our team. For us, it was about starting and growing together and letting this team get a chemistry. And that doesn't happen, overnight. So for us, we were proactive. We did receive a lot of offers. And as soon as we knew the right one came, Herb was involved, and we pulled the trigger.
The urge to build through the draft as opposed to free agency, or the combination. History shows that the Pacers don't get the top-level free agent. History shows that. History also shows you need superstars to win this league. So my question is, didn't you need, obviously you didn't think so, but why didn't you think you needed draft picks for the future to build?
Well, who says we didn't? But to me, these two are the best of both worlds. They're the second pick in the draft and the 11th pick in the draft. We got two lottery picks. It's not like we came out of here and said, oh boy, it's 3 picks. Because at the end of the day, Greg, what you have to understand is that picks are just people. You get abstract in the way you look at it in the future, like, oh, it's a pick down the future. But the reality is we know these kids now. So the certainty of their character, the certainty of what we knew what we were getting, the certainty that I have no doubt that both these players, along with Darren, are starting caliber players. And so maybe you don't have the complete superstar, but I'm not willing to say that. I want to build, and Nate and I want to build, this organization wants to build teams that you put out on the floor and 5 guys play together. You obviously need top-level talent. We feel like these guys are top-level talent.
I'm sure when you came to Indiana, you weren't really sure what basketball really was about, so you went to Indiana for 3 years and played. How surreal is it to start your career at Indiana University, now still have that Indiana on your chest as a Pacer?
First off, just thankful to be here, to be up here with these guys, for Kevin and Coach to believe in me and the ability that I have, but also to come home. There's no feeling like it. To get off that plane the other day and realize I know where I'm at. You know what I mean? And to see familiar faces is always a good feeling. This is where it all started for me. Coming to Indiana, didn't really know what to expect. Like you said, didn't really know too much about the history. But I'm a Hoosier. living, breathing, anywhere you can imagine, I'm a Hoosier. So to be able to play for the state team and represent the Pacer organization is a blessing, and I'm truly thankful for it.
Victor, are there some elements of your game that we haven't seen yet that maybe we didn't see in Orlando or in Oklahoma City?
I guess we might just have to wait and see, huh? Just opportunity, you know. Coming here, I feel like I have the opportunity to show a little bit more than I've done my first 4 years in the league. Opportunity to come in here and help lead young guys, league organizations. So I'm looking forward to it, man. It's nothing like playing for the home team. I'm looking forward to every minute of it. I'm looking forward to competing with these guys night in and night out, and going out there and trying to win basketball games.
What about this opportunity intrigued you most after seeing the trade happen on Friday?
You know, I just felt like, you know, a little bit like Vic, you know, this is a situation that, you know, I've been a part of earlier in my career. You know, I felt like Indiana has always been home for me in some sense. You know, when I was here for 2 years, it just felt like a real organization that took care of me, you know, while I was here. And, you know, just to come back and have that comfortable feeling and knowing, like Vic said, seeing similar faces, you know, is definitely going to be helpful. And, you know, I could kind of add to your question, too. I mean, I think Victor, to me, can, you know, be a very, very special player in this league. You know, I think sometimes it just takes opportunities and the right situation, to kind of, like, take off. And, you know, I've been watching his game for a long time, and, you know, and I think this is a situation where he can take off. You know, we have a lot of good other young players, too, like Miles himself, you know, to me, that has all-star caliber talent, too, as well. So it's a good situation. You know, I'm very happy. You know, when Kevin made the call, you know, I felt like this is a good situation for myself, and I'm very happy to lead.
What was your reaction when you found out you've been traded here? And then how do you see yourself fitting in with this team?
At first I was in summer league too, and when I found out, I was in shock. But then I was really excited for this opportunity and to be here with this organization. I think it's a great opportunity for me, and for all of us to grow. And I'm just really ready for the season.